All right. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me for this recording of our 3+3 BHAD orientation. By reviewing this video, this serves to assist you in gaining valuable insights into the 3+3 program and also meeting the requirement of the mandatory fall meeting with the admissions office. As you may already know, my name is Benjamin Rogers, and I am the Assistant Director of Admissions here at the School of Law. I both oversee portions of admissions as well as the 3+3 program. And today I'm just going to provide you with a brief breakdown of the program, benefits of pursuing it, as well as the recommended timeline that students may take throughout it. As you have questions about the program, please feel free to reach out to me at bdrogers@buffalo.edu, as I am there to assist you in navigating and securing your transition to law school. So to begin, of course, welcome to the 3+3 program. As students within the 3+3 Accelerated BHAD, you already have the capabilities of being on the path to attending the University of Buffalo School of Law. And in my eyes, that makes you a lawyer in the making. And founded in 1887, the University of Buffalo School of Law has a long history of educating future lawyers within the legal field. And in addition to offering students top-notch legal education at a world-class university, we're very affordable as the only law school in the State University of New York system. Now, what is the 3+3 program? For those who don't know, and I hope you do know, the 3+3 program is an accelerated program that allows students to complete their Bachelor's of Arts degree and their Juris Doctorate degree in just 6 years of full-time study, as opposed to the traditional 7-year path. This allows students to save 1 year of time and tuition total. In addition to this, they also receive a number of specific programming designed by myself in my office, as well as other practitioners within the School of Law, that allows them to receive additional information about what it means to be a lawyer, while also being able to network and make connections far earlier than others who have no connection to the School of Law through their programming. Now, this special programming is diverse within its offering, but the largest one that is offered annually is the BHAD Networking Reception, hosted by myself. It is a fantastic event that allows you to connect with alumni within the 3+3 program who've already graduated with their Juris Doctorate degrees and are practicing law. It also allows you to connect with current 3+3 students within the law school, current faculty within the law school, administrators, partner institutions, and all the other students within the same program at you, both at the University of Buffalo and at our partner institutions. So it's a great event to get to know more both about the field, but also just get to know other people. In addition to that, we offer specialty access to law school tours, classroom visits, individual meetings with myself, as well as others within the admissions office, and free LSAT preparation is probably the other largest offering that we provide. 3+3 students may email us at law-admissions@buffalo.edu to take part in that specific programming. That can save you about $150 should you take part in both the LSAT prep workshop and the LSAT practice test. We also offer an annual BHAD webinar to offer individual information about the program, and then invitations to various School of Law programs and events. That includes on the screen, you can see a picture of the downtown court tour, which 3+3 students were invited to last year alongside individual law students, which it is normally only reserved to. There's a variety of other events that you're invited to by the law school, but they do vary per year. Now, eligibility requirements. Now we kind of get into the details. As it is an accelerated program, there is a unique requirement for each student to meet a minimum of 90 credits through residency, advanced placement, transfer credits, etc. And these must include completing all of the undergraduate core curriculum requirements as defined by the University of Buffalo, as well as all course requirements of the undergraduate department you may be majoring in. This is so that you complete all undergraduate requirements prior to transitioning to law school, as you may not complete any undergraduate courses or solidify any undergraduate course requirements while within the School of Law. In addition to that, you must obtain an overall cumulative GPA of a 3.5 on a 4.0 scale and obtain an LSAT score at or above the median LSAT score of the last year's incoming class. In addition, should you opt to take the GRE instead of the LSAT, you have some specific requirements such as the 70th percentile in the verbal reasoning section and the 40th percentile on the quantitative reasoning section. These are all I'm going to discuss across the next few slides, how we transition through the program to meet these requirements within a proactive approach. So what to do in the first year? When it comes to your first year within the program, you want to, of course, take part in the mandatory student orientation, which you are completing by reviewing this video. You also want to connect with any pre-law advisors and groups. The phone number for pre-law advising is on the slide attached here, but there is also Phi Alpha Delta, which is a law fraternity on campus open to all students. It is a fantastic professional organization, and as such, it does have dues that must be paid. However, they offer headshots, numerous networking connections, the ability to meet current judges, current law professors, myself for a presentation there as well, and a number of unique opportunities, including conferences, research opportunities from what I understand, and presentations as well. So that is a fantastic organization to get involved in. It has a large number of students within it, but there is also the Minority Pre-Law Association and the Pre-Law chapter of National Black Law Students Association, which I believe also does send some of their students to conferences as well. These are all great ways to get involved, and you should start getting involved as soon as possible within your undergraduate career, because getting involved allows you to understand what you might do to diversify your undergraduate experience and your academic studies outside of the classroom. Now, in your sophomore year, you want to consider sitting in on law school classes, touring O'Brien Hall, and attending various School of Law events. Within your first year in the program, you really want to just focus on your academics, and you really want to focus on your academics across the entire lifetime of the program. However, during your sophomore year, you want to start thinking about what you can do to learn more about law school. Is it the right choice for you? Is the 3+3 the right choice for you in program? We want you to be confident within your choice because we want to be confident in your admission. So check in regularly with your academic advisor and connect with any professors that you can outside of class time. This is going to allow you to also get some additional perspectives on your future, as well as getting you another way to ask for letters of recommendation within the future. What to do in the spring of your sophomore year. Now, spring is when things start to get very detailed. This is when you should attend the School of Law's networking reception, as I discussed previously, and you should take advantage of free LSAT prep resources and events, as I also mentioned, and ultimately register for the LSAT or the GRE. You want to set yourself up for success in this process, and to do so, you should register for the exam about 2 months in advance at the very least, as registration deadlines do apply. And you should, of course, sit for the exam. I recommend students sit for the exam within June or August between their sophomore and their junior years, as ultimately you will have to have an LSAT score on file by the time the progression form comes due. And you want to give yourself some time to succeed within this process. So both giving yourself about 3 to 6 months to prepare for the LSAT prior to your administration and giving yourself enough time after your administration to retake the test as necessary, because we do have that minimum requirement, will set you up for the best path for success through this program. So what to do in fall of your junior year? In fall of your junior year, you want to review the School of Law's class profile for the updated LSAT median score. Ultimately, this does not range anywhere from 1 to 2 points per year, generally speaking, but you want to review this so that you have met the requirement and know that if you have to retake it if necessary. Of course, with that caveat, I do want to mention that, of course, aiming above the median score is always the best for your individual success within the program. You also want to meet with the the School of Law admissions office just to confirm that you've met the requirements of the program. We will just simply review, did you meet the LSAT? Did you meet the GPA? Instead of meeting with us, you may also just choose to email us if you are pretty confident, but if you're someone that wants a personal touch, feel free to reach out. Students may also register to retake the LSAT, as I mentioned, but you must sit for the exam no later than January of your junior year. The progression form comes due in February, so January is the final administration that you may take. Again, you want to connect with professors who will write your letters of recommendation. This is a key time within your studies to really get to get endorsements through faculty. This can be through taking multiple courses with the same professor, or it can give you some opportunities to connect with them outside of class, such as TA work, or just simply going to office hours dutifully. You also want to, again, attend the School of Law's fall open house, just so you can get a nuanced perspective on law school. This is going to include receiving perspectives from student ambassadors who are current students within the School of Law. Their experience is immeasurable in providing you with a really good perspective of what it is to be within law school. And then there's, of course, alumni who can provide that same breadth of experience, but also showcasing that they have what type of life is law school outside of law school. What type of life it is after you've completed law school. With that Juris Doctorate degree, what careers might you be within, what type of experiences you can expect, what type of work you will be completing. All of that, of course, is central to life and central to what you hope to do. So their perspective, again, will greatly benefit you. Now, with that said, within spring of your junior year, that's when you're going to be submitting your progression form by February 1st at the very latest. To submit the progression form, you'll follow the instructions on the website. They're very detailed, but I have summarized some of them here, as you will be gathering all of the transcripts from any institutions you've attended. That includes any courses that you took through high school with a partner college and you received college credit for, not AP courses, or any institution that you enrolled in previously prior to attending the University of Buffalo. That could be a community college, that could be a college that you transferred from. Those transcripts will be put together with your University of Buffalo transcript to calculate your total GPA. All of it comes into play. So if you did attend a different institution or you have college credit, those grades will be weighted and hopefully they will improve your GPA. But for those that had lower GPAs across that or prior to transferring to the University of Buffalo, you may want to consider that when reviewing your UB GPA to see if it is at the 3.5 cumulative requirement. Again, 2 letters of academic recommendation from UB faculty are required, and then 1.5 to 2-page personal statement with the attached prompt as well. There's a few other documents that should be submitted, such as a resume. If you wish to write a Why Buffalo statement, a diversity statement, or any addendums, you will submit it through this process. It does take place of the regular application process, and because of that, we take on many of the fees associated with the credential assembly service instead of yourself because you are an accelerated student, and should you meet the requirements, we want you to succeed. And that is it for the timeline. So generally speaking, I do have a host of questions about the program. These are the most frequently asked ones. Does your GPA have to constantly remain above a 3.5 to remain eligible for the program? The answer is, of course, no. Cumulative does mean that it is at the very end of your studies at a certain point. So a 3.5 is what you must be at the end of your junior year or the final year that you are transitioning into the program. You should, of course, remain very close to it through your academic studies so that you have you don't have too far to reach or too far to improve your GPA within the remaining academic studies. So always aim to remain close to it, but if you have a bad semester, it is not the end of your time in the program. How is tuition charged during the program? The tuition is charged at 3 years at the undergraduate tuition rate and 3 years at the law school tuition rate. So by taking part, you save 1 year of both time and then tuition at the undergraduate rate. How and when will my bachelor's degree be conferred? So ultimately speaking, the program is designed to allow you to walk with the class that you entered the university with, which allows you to complete the 3+3 program, and then transition to law school. And within your first year within law school, you will have a total of 30 credits. Should you be successful in completing all of them, those credits will transfer back to the University of Buffalo to meet the 120 credits required for a bachelor's degree, allowing you to have both your degree conferred at the end of your first year of law school and allowing you to walk the stage with those that you entered through your undergraduate institution. All right, so questions. If you have any questions about anything that I have mentioned, again, reach out to our office. At the contact information may be found on the slide, or you may reach out directly to me at bdrogers@buffalo.edu. I recommend for most questions about the 3+3 program, you do schedule a meeting, which you can do so through law.buffalo.edu/admissions-visit. By accessing my staff calendar, you can then make any appointment with me that meets your schedule needs. We can talk about if the program is right for you or other ways that you see yourself attending law school instead of the 3+3 program. I hope this has been helpful and thank you for joining me throughout this presentation. Bye-bye.